Hello, hello. All right, Instagram. I'm on live Instagram and on Facebook, and I am 100% sure that I am live, and I will not. I mean, I may get kicked off again. I don't know what happened yesterday or the day before. Like, I'm failing on the clicking live or not paying attention, but we're gonna move on. So, thank you for joining me tonight. Of course, my product highlight is the Feel Fit Protein Snacks. Now, this one is the strawberry with white chocolate flavor. And what I love. Okay, let me tell you why I love it, right? So November, I want to say 17th. I think it was November 17th. Yeah, because it was before Thanksgiving. I decided to go vegan. And I'm not 100% sure who heard me before, who follows me and heard me talk about it before, that it was the decision that I made for spiritual reasons, the growth, the leveling up that I have to go to had to come with a lot of different sacrifices, and that was one of them. And I wouldn't even say it was a sacrifice, and because you know in your head when you think, oh, this is the decision I'm make this lifestyle change, I'm doing this, sometimes we falter because we're not committed, right? Because we say we want something and then we're like, oh, well, this holiday is coming up, so I'm gonna put that on pause, or this is coming up, I'm gonna do that after this one. Where's the squishies? I don't know, baby. Out there, all over the floor. But then ask your sister to help you. I'm doing it live. You have to wait. So me, like my leveling up, right? So I first decided to do the 5 a.m. club, and that means going to bed on time, right? Or going to bed earlier, and not. The later you go, right, the harder it is for you to wake up first thing in the morning. But I committed to it. Got up at 5 a.m. Then my next thing was vegan. Went vegan before Thanksgiving, and it changed the game for me, right? Because going vegan was a choice. It was a choice. I made a choice, and I committed to that choice. I'm going strong. I haven't had anything, and I have been thinking about doing maybe salmon, but that's a thought. It hasn't been put into action yet. I'm not 100% sure because of all the benefits it has for you. We'll see, right? But I'm not missing it now. I make sure I get everything I need from everything else, so I'm truly not missing that. And I mean, I don't miss that either. If I go to somewhere to eat, I know how to choose the vegan option. I don't like if I see something, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't had this in such a long time. It's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, I made this life choice, and like the meals that I have are pretty darn good. Like, you wouldn't even tell some of y'all probably like, I would tell. It's okay. I'm going to say I don't miss it because I don't feel like I'm missing anything by changing it up. What else? But anyway, the reason I got into my vegan trip was because Arbonne's, the Feel Fit protein snack squares, they are strawberry and white chocolate flavor, but they're vegan. So with my change, I didn't have to change much because the things that I normally do eat, like drinking my shake, is vegan. Excited. It's vegan protein, and I don't have to worry about uprooting everything I already do. I don't eat meat. I don't drink cow's milk. What else? Like, I wasn't a big cheese person, because every time I tell somebody about a 30-day challenge, they're like, I can't have cheese? Oh my God. Like, it's like death for them. So I don't do all that. It wasn't a big change. But these are pretty good. And I found that when I decided, also at the beginning of the year, we did a 14-day cleanse where we got rid of sugar, dairy, coffee, alcohol. The same thing we do on a 30-day, we just did it as a 14-day cleanse. And it was all types of sugars. You couldn't have anything with sugar in it. So you had to be super mindful of what you were intaking, right? Like the white sugar. So for 14 days, I didn't have sugar. And when I ate something after the 14 days, I was like, this is like super sweet. So my thing is, when we decide, right, to intentionally cut out something, and you do it back with the intention of what you're trying to accomplish in the end, it really doesn't have an effect on you as bad as you would think, because you committed to that thing. You don't have to go vegan. You don't have to commit like I did. I just say when I commit, I commit. It's 100%. It's not half stepping. I don't dabble in it because that's my favorite word. I feel like we dabble in things, and then when it doesn't work out for us, we're quick to fall back because all we did was dabble, and that's just like changing our mindsets. We dabble in it. We dabble in things that benefit us at the time, and then when something doesn't benefit anymore, we're quick to falter because of the fact that all you were doing was dabbling. You weren't committed to that change. You weren't committed to being that better, right? We can say all day that we want something different. But if you keep doing that same thing, staying in your comfort zone, because it turns into what limiting belief you have for what you're trying to do, right? So you've been trying to lose weight for months, for years. You just keep holding on to this weight and it never changes. What do you do, right? Do you change what you're doing? Do you approach it differently? Or you keep doing the same thing and getting the same results? It just comes a time when you have to commit to you and what you're trying to do or what level you're trying to. Because for me, 2022, we're leveling up. Things that I, did in 2021 that I was like, I'm gonna try this. We're no longer trying. We're committing and we're doing it 100% all the way. So now let's caveat to a 30-day challenge. Who's ready to join me on a 30-day challenge and level up? Like, take your health to the next level. Be that person that you want to be and show up the way you want to show up. Don't show up half-assed because somebody else thought you should show up that way. Somebody else thinks you should do it. You can 100% be who you be. Like, don't let me ask you, oh, do you do this? Oh, no, I don't do it. But then I see pictures of you posting, you got all that. You got everything you just told me you don't do on your pictures because you was trying to tell me what I wanted to hear. Don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me the truth. Like, be honest. Do what makes you happy. If you don't want to change your lifestyle, you don't want to change your health, you don't want to change anything, live in that place. Be okay with where you are. But if you truly want to level up and change, it's time to commit to something more than those excuses, because that's what we're doing. We make excuses for what we're doing and make it okay to do it. So leave me a comment if you want to level up and leave those excuses into, because we're 19 days into 2022 and you still talk about change, because we already hit that 15-day mark where people quit once to the gym. They commit to the gym and then they stop because it's the 15th and that New Year's resolution then fell off. Let me know when you want to commit and do something better, be better for yourself. It don't gotta be for nobody else. It's for yourself. Be ready to commit to you, and let's level up in 2022. You guys have an amazing night. Thank you for joining me.